Alright, I'm sure you've all seen the game last night between the Packers and the Seahawks in what was the most controversial call so far in the 2012 NFL season. I mean, this call was blatantly more controversial than the field goal that was no good, that was called good during the Ravens-Patriots game. I mean, this call, oh my gosh, the Packers should have won that game. I mean, if not for the offensive pass interference the Seahawks committed, then for that simultaneous catch that was really an interception. I mean, it was close to a simultaneous catch, but not close enough to call it a simultaneous catch. And they even went to review, and they still upheld the call. I mean, even though there was clear, indisputable evidence that the Packers intercepted that ball. I mean, my feeling is why the ref didn't reverse the call was because he didn't want to get killed. He didn't want to risk the fans coming out of the stands and murdering him. That's my thought as to why the ref didn't overturn the call. But the fact of the matter is, this matter has gone out of hand. We have had 2 consecutive primetime games where the referees had a direct impact on who won the game. The Patriots should have defeated the Baltimore Ravens 30-28, and the Packers should have defeated the Seattle Seahawks 12-7. Instead, there were 2 teams that did not deserve those losses that end up getting an L on their record and no way to get those L's off that record. Okay, this is getting out of hand. If you had faith in the replacement refs back then, you definitely should not have faith in them now, because they have clearly blown it in the end. I mean, yes, I previously said, as long as the replacement refs make bad calls and yet do not influence the outcome of the game, I'm fine with it. But clearly, they have done it 2 times in a row where they have blown it, where they have cost teams the game, and it's become unacceptable. I mean, the entire NFL community is calling for the replacement refs to be fired and for the regular refs to come back. And if you want the replacement refs to be fired and if you want the regular refs to come back, then you need to file petitions against Roger Goodell to do so. And speaking of Roger Goodell, this portion of the video is directed to you, Roger Goodell. You have tainted the NFL's image worse than it's ever been tainted. This is worse than the players' lockout from last year. You have disgraced everything that Pete Rozelle and Paul Tagliabue have done during their time in commissionership to build the NFL to what it was. And yet, they built a skyscraper to show to the entire world how great the NFL is, and you took a dump on it. That is a big disgrace to the entire sports world. In a matter of time, the NFL will be worse than the NHL and even Major League Baseball. It is not acceptable to have replacement refs continue to officiate this game. So I am giving you an ultimatum. If you do not reactivate the regular refs, if you do not end this lockout by November 30th, 2012 at 11:59 p.m., I am going to start a petition to have you removed from NFL commissionership as well as any employment with the National Football League. If you want to avoid this, if you want to avoid being unemployed and having to get the rest of your paychecks for the rest of your life from the unemployment line, you have to restore the regular refs. That is not negotiable. Either you restore the regular refs or you look for alternate employment. We have had it up to here with this. We are not happy with these replacement refs. We want the regular refs back. We want to see... Okay, we are paying to see the players play and the coaches coach. Not the officials decide games for us. And I speak for a lot of fans on that. We need the regular referees back. Okay? Ed Hockley, Walt Anderson, Mike Carey, and all the other regular refs, they need to come back immediately. So you either restore the refs, or you're going to risk unemployment. Those are my terms. They're not up for negotiation. And if you don't believe me, just try me. I guarantee you that you will fail in the end. The referees, the regular referees, will get their way. And you will look absolutely stupid for locking them out. I'm Kyle Snyder. Thank you very much for watching. And please do whatever you can to make Roger Goodell see this. Post this video on his Twitter, his Facebook, as well as any other social network website on the internet that he uses. Roger Goodell, you have to restore the official referees, the regular referees.